What it do? How it do? Y'all know what day it is. It's hump day. It means it's Wicked Wednesday Sports Day.
Hump day.
Mm-hmm. I am your host in the yard, Mr. White, aka the OG.
Mr. White.
Mm-hmm. Next to me is our neighborhood Krispy Kreme lover.
Hey, hey, and that.
down below me, y'all know him as the sixth man, K Styles. And we have been graced with the presence of the Mrs. Styles, yeah, for a very particular special reason. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll be a normal fixture. We're gonna get all things Braves done by this young lady.
How y'all doing?
Uh, I can give my opinionated off the rip off the tip. Fire Snick. You know.
As you
Well,
already know, this is the fuck Brian Snicker side of the game
Yep.
right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ms. Styles, that is your cue. And you can
well,
start from wherever you want to start at.
I will put it like this. Brian Snicker, his course has pretty much run out. It's like to the point now we need some new management. And I love the guy. He's done so much for our squad. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's about that time he hangs it up. And I honestly believe that Snicker will be gone when this season ends, no matter what. I believe that retirement is on his horizon. So I think that's gonna be it. Because this year this man has made so many decisions that are questionable by fans, mainly when it came to the horrible pitching that we've had this season. And I don't want to go down the line with that one game that still makes my blood boil.
Yeah.
But when you have a huge lead and you just sitting on your behind when you know there's a lot of problems coming, if you see that this one pitcher is struggling, instead of sitting there chewing your gum or twirling your thumbs, get your butt up and take the guy out. But I know, for his sake, there's a lot that he had to work with or things that he couldn't work with. But when you see something brewing like that, you're supposed to handle that ASAP. Get them out. Don't allow problems to happen. And he did. And the fans are angry. Fans are calling for his head. But I honestly say that this is Snickers' last year.
Yeah.
But if he does return for another year, it's going to be his last year. But this is probably it for Mr. Snicker, for Mr. Brian Snicker as a
Well,
Braves manager.
I was out on Snicker that week. He kept running that old closer out there every game, and he's giving up the winning run. I was done then. Who that? Is it Gonzalez or Rodriguez, whatever his name is?
Was it Jesse Chavez?
No, it wasn't
Oh,
him. It's a. It sounds like a Latino name.
what? It was the chocolate nigga that gave up everything.
Yeah, that whole week, every game, he ran that man out there at the close of the game, and he give up the winning run.
Yeah, Iglesias, with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
gentleman, I feel like he has been okay as our closer, but now he has shown that he can't handle the closing role anymore. And I don't know if that means that the Braves are going to either release him or have him go up to another role, but he can't be our closer anymore. So when it comes to another year, I honestly think the Braves need to start fresh. We need a closer who's reliable. Someone lights out.
yeah, yes.
We haven't
Very much
had
so.
lights out in a while, honestly. But lately, the Braves have actually been doing pretty well for right now. And if they can keep going with the way they are, we see some promise for next season. We're not going to have everybody on in this lineup, or we're not going to have everybody who we have right now. But for right now, while things are going well, It's I would call it kind of like an audition phase. Just see
Mm-hmm.
how everybody's gonna do now. Ronald Acuna Jr. is back. Ozzy Osbourne, he's finally coming around. He's been struggling. Everybody's been struggling. Unfortunately, Austin Riley won't be back. So, we're doing what we're doing with third base position. But I'm still very proud of the Braves. They had an early game today that they won, that they
We
hammered the Miami Marlins like they did last night.
we gonna lose Austin Riley?
No, no, he's out for the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, no. We're not losing Austin. No. I will personally go to Truist Park and yell at somebody. He's been a great third baseman for us, but that's one topic that I kind of want to discuss. And
Mm-hmm.
it's something about I don't know what it is, but we've been getting so many injuries since our World Series year. I don't know if it's because the hitting coach or whoever, the strengthening coach, whoever is trying to get them back to where we were. But it seems like it's putting a lot of pressure on our guys that so many of them are being hurt. That's what hurt us the most. Injuries. Players,
Mm-hmm.
1 minute they have it, the next they don't. Losing streaks. The beginning of the season was something we don't want to remember. But unfortunately, it happened. 0-10. But then when we started winning games, things were looking up, and then all of a sudden we plummeted right back down. And like I said, now I'm enjoying the Braves, how they've been playing right now. Unfortunately, we really don't have a chance of even making the wild card, but that's okay. I don't want them to. I want them to work on what they need to work on and be prepared for next year. We don't want another losing season. This is not the Atlanta Braves that we know and love. This has not been this squad. This is a whole nother squad. I don't want to
Yeah.
call them a minor league squad because those players that go out there in that field every day, they are much too talented. So something is wrong. Something is very, very wrong. And I don't know if it's the leadership. People feel like it's the management. So there's a lot of things that need to be addressed during this off season.
Now with the leadership, I've thrown around a few names over the course of the year. Walt Weiss, maybe Chipper, um, John Smoltz, you know, Glenn Hubbard, is he still in the organization? As a few names, what I'm saying, that could fill the leadership role, because that the voice that's in there now is stale and need to go.
Yes, there's some things that needs to change. A lot of things. A whole, now I wouldn't say a complete overhaul. We don't want to go through this rebuild stage again. Lord knows we've been through that. But we just need to clean house a bit.
Well, we probably gonna end up going through that whole rebuilding thing, because dude hasn't replenished the minors, all those young talent that we traded away.
Yeah, we did trade a nice amount, a good boatload.
You got brave talent all over the doggone major league right now.
I was
And
about to say, yeah, now y'all see why she is Mrs. Styles. See, this is her forte. This is not mine.
But I will say, I would like to give out a few more of my positives. There has been this one very promising young player. He's only 23 years old. He has been lights up. I'm sorry, lights out. He's been
Mhm.
showing his tail, if you ask me. And if it hadn't been for these unfortunate starting pitching injuries, he might not have had his shine. And he's showing that he has promise and drive. And this kid is very, very good. His name is, if I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's Hurston Waldrop.
Yep.
And he has fire. Like, I am very impressed with this kid. I just sit there, watch his games in awe. And he doesn't even have fear. He doesn't exhibit fear. He goes right there on that mound. Who It doesn't matter who his opponent is. He said, "Okay, I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it. And not only am I going to do it, I'm going to do it well."
Fact. Hmm.
And this
Now,
kid is very impressive.
yeah, we got some youngins. The young dude that was playing over in right field, I believe, for a minute. I can't remember his name. He made the catch the other night.
If you talk about Mr. Rookie of the Year, we have a potential Rookie of the Year, y'all. Despite how bad this season has been, Drake Baldwin has been showing out as well.
yeah,
Every day there's some kind of highlight. At first, I was looking at Michael Harris because y'all know how Michael Harris is out there on that outfield. He's been making remarkable catches, run saving catches. It's like this kid is literally Superman. But
yeah.
Drake Baldwin, he could be our Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Most
I believe that
definitely.
he will. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Lord.
It's we're in a situation where some very executive decisions that need to be made. And
Let's just be honest too. It's foots to asses that need to be had right
yep, yep, pretty much.
And like I said, when it comes to the Braves things and stuff like that, like you said, this is more her forte than mine. So she kind of keeps me updated on a lot of the stuff and the players that I don't know. But
But
somebody need to boot up their ass.
I
yeah,
mean,
when you mentioned the right fielder though,
mm-hmm.
well, this was another thing I felt like kind of threw off our whole good vibe, and that was I cannot. What is it, Jurickson? I gotta pronounce these names. Jurickson Profar. He has shown that we missed him. Unfortunately, we all know what happened to him, and that was unfortunate. That was very, very unfortunate. It cost too many games with this young man. But when he came to play, he
yeah,
showed out. He showed exactly why we signed him. And he makes these, as you say, remarkable catches too. So I'll say our outfield is going to be set for quite a while.
mm-hmm.
Protecting this field, protect the field. That's what we need.
Yeah,
We don't need any unnecessary misses. We don't want errors. We don't need errors. We just need to catch the ball. If the bases are loaded and the ball goes to the warning track, so what? Guess what? Jurickson or Ronald Acuna Jr. has that covered. Michael
right.
Harris, he will do a Superman dive, but this don't hurt yourself, please. Stay
I,
safe.
look. Like I told you, I'm not calling him Jerkson. That nigga name is Jack.
Jack. Jack. So
that,
Jack
that,
Profar,
that,
huh?
that, no, that's Jack Profar. That's too much. That's too much to pronounce.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Call him
Right.
Jack or Jay Profar.
Yeah.
Now, that's funny. That's funny.
God damn.
Yeah. We had I don't know. Greg Maddox came into the organization in some kind of capacity, um, which was a sign to me that there's definitely going to be some kind of change somewhere. But we got enough of the old guard hanging around this organization. Guys that won, and know what it takes to win. There's got to be some kind of positive move to sit somebody in that manager's chair to change, what I'm saying, change what this year was. I mean, Chipper, Greg Maddox, John Smoltz, Walt Weiss, all those guys. Somebody could sit in that seat. Just saying.
Yeah, change is coming, and it's gonna hit hard. There might be some heartbreaking moves, though. I mean, as Braves country and fans, we understand what to do. A lot of folks might be unhappy or they might be happy, but in order to right the ship again, there's going to be a lot of big moves that's going to have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And with, as you mentioned, Greg Maddox, yes, he gonna probably have this mindset. Okay, we need to do something. We need to do something right. And if I could be a fly on the wall in these meetings, I would be.
Right. And some
Man,
that
forget
So
all.
here we go.
Man, forget all y'all. Let's get John Rocker back in this mud.
No! Oh no, that name there, that name, you bring it far back to a horrible space right now.
oh, Mm, I mean, we don't want to get the rope. Mm, we don't want to get the
So,
rope.
We shall overcome.
so I'm gonna ask you, gentlemen, a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how would you feel? Because you know how the Braves organization is.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, they always like to hire within the organization. Do y'all feel like we need to do that again, or do you think we need to step outside the plate and try to get somebody else?
Well, right now, I think we're suffering from letting Washington get out of town because I think he should have been the manager. Um,
Oh my God, yes.
yeah. Um, I mean, the options are here within. I mean, but if we're gonna go outside to get it, it has to be a Hall of Fame. It has to be somebody with some cachet. I mean,
So
I'm
do
talking
so.
about a Lasorda type, a Tory type. What I'm saying, somebody on that level, Baker type. You can't bring some new jack not in here.
I like that. I respect that answer because in my mind, I was thinking when I asked you that question, if we were to bring somebody from outside the organization, they wouldn't have a clue. They have to get to learn everybody and everything, but this person might come in and try to change it and make them bland. Like, with the New York Yankees, they might have way too many rules. The players won't be happy. So basically, it's just going to be a hunt for whomever we feel could best replace Brian Snicker and get us back on that winning train.
Well, Weiss, Chipper, Smokes, or Maddox. That's just like what I'm gonna have to choose from right there.
See, let me ask y'all a question. See, this woman sound like she's nervous talking about this.
Nope.
You see, woman, you see what I'm talking about?
You're
They
right. You're
love you all.
right.
They love you already.
I enjoy it. I mean, I love talking about my brains. It feels great.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as heard, as seen on the screen, praise report by Mrs. Styles is going to be a regular thing.
And I see the time.
I've been clamoring for this. I've been itching for this. Get a steady Braves report in here. You know what I'm saying, by somebody that's a fan and knows the team. Your first installment, Braves report by Mrs. Styles.
I like that. And then next time I'll be more prepared because I want to basically throw in a few things, more things about stats and stuff. Or it don't have to be full stats. Just maybe report what
Yes,
player did the best that day, the best that week, what
yes.
series really did seem like it showed their true size. Because, like I said, these boys are looking like the winners that they are. I don't care how the season or what where it's going, how it is. I just know that this
Shut the
team is
hell up.
great.
Shut the hell up, Mike.
I haven't said nothing. What the
Mike, hi,
Yeah,
bro.
baby.
Shut the
Mike,
hell
what's
up, Mike.
up?
Yeah, baby. Oh, you got Miss Styles in here, boy. This has might been about 10 years in the making. Y'all don't know how happy I am.
Yes, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Styles called me, gave me a gracious. He gave me a good talk about it. He basically told me that I don't have to be scared. And I was like, I wasn't really scared. I was just a
Does
little
it
bit
sound like it?
unprepared.
Does it sound like it? Use a fucking answer. How many times have I told you use an answer? Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I got exactly what I wanted. I got exactly what I was looking for.
So
So
yeah, I'll try my best to try to be a regular fixer if possible. I mean, fixture if possible. I know
yes.
at times there's a little Miss Styles who she literally just came up to me now. I'm like, I'm trying to tell her I'm on the show. I can't be bothered at the moment.
Just do what Taylor just said. Shut up, woman.
And now I hear, yeah. But anywho, okay. So basically, we've discussed everything that we
Yes.
feel, and I know. I still, like I said, I never call the Braves losers. I refuse to call them what they're not. I want, if I can bring that message to the team, I don't like it to where fans or certain fans. I'm the type of fan. I don't try to be positive all the time. I get angry too, but if things go wrong for the team, fans are quick to hate on them and call them out of their name, say y'all need to do this, y'all need to do this. It's like these fans.
Mm-mm. Dang.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
Mike did not do that, y'all. So don't point the finger at me. I ain't doing it.
Fuck you,
Did we lose it? Well, like I said,
baby. White woman.
Knowing it was a phone call. Never
Yeah,
mind.
probably a phone call.
well,
Probably a phone
like
call.
I said, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, as you see on the screen, this is going to be an addition to the T Rage Report by Mrs. Styles. It is a thing. It is a fixture. It is a segment. It is a
Well,
fact.
can I say something real quick? Like on
Yes,
all
sir.
seriousness, man. Look, this woman. I've been telling her for years. She's one of the most. I'm talking about knowledgeable Braves fan that I have
Mm-hmm.
ever had the privilege of meeting. And I call this she's my sister, right? This my sister. I love her to death, and I can't be more proud of her than I am right now. Like I said, man, this has been a personal project for me. I know it's been a personal project for Kemp, but
Right.
she, like I said, man, she's the most intelligent. She's an author. Okay, she's a literal author. All right, she's
Yeah, she
very
write
talented.
books. She
She
write
write.
books.
Go ahead, kid. Finish it.
And like I said, she writes books, and like you said, it's her and Sonia Howard that y'all see
Mm-hmm.
in the chat. Miss Sonia.
Sonya.
Yeah.
Those are two of the most dedicated Braves fans and
Mm-hmm.
sports fans that I know. Like you said, those, like I always say, that's Mrs. Styles. Sonia is my second favorite. Is my second favorite
Yes.
woman outside of my daughter, because that's my daughter's that's my daughter's godmother too. So yeah, like I said, y'all gonna put some respect on both of their names.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, well, well, we can get the agent to the table and see if we can get Sonya in here as well on this
Yeah,
Brave Report. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
The only thing is that with Sonya, the best time to get her is in the off season, because
Right.
when because she works she works at the stadium, so she works the tickets at the
Mm-hmm.
stadium. So it just depends on what days. But
Right. Right. Right.
Mrs. Styles herself, as y'all already heard, yeah, she talked about it. She was afraid how she was gonna sound. She sound normal to me. She
Hey,
sound
man.
normal to
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Yeah. It was straight. You know what I'm saying? I queued it up and laid it up there, and she went right
Yeah,
with it.
She
It was
Ronald
all good.
Acuna, that damn thing. First pitch,
yeah.
home run out the ballpark.
First pitch
Yeah.
home run that day, but we still talk about.
Yep. Well, got that done. I'm gonna move to my second topic. You know what I'm saying? It kind of sort of came off this about a month ago. Watching some on TV, and I just had a thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, his name is often left out of the Dunkers conversation. But I kind of feel the need to say put some respect on the Rain Man name. You know, I love Vince like the next person, but Shawn Kemp was Vince before Vince. You know, and on top of on that in game thing, them in game dunks, there was no when he came down the pipe. You want to talk about different? Okay, Shawn Kemp was different. Rain Man was different. All right, He was live city before CP and Blake was doing it with him and Gary Payton. Yeah, I'm just saying this just I'm just trying to shed a little light and a little love on that man game in that particular sector. What I'm saying, of the dunkers competition. Yeah. Now, anybody else, what I'm saying, thinks or have a feel, what I'm saying, on Shawn Kemp and his ability to dazzle us.
Boom. That's all you. That's all you know. That's all you know is.
I mean, the highlights, the video clips. I told one dude last week. What I'm saying, go pull up the tape. Okay, Shawn Kemp was different, and especially in the age of the big man at the time too. You know what I'm saying? When you had what I'm saying, big men out there, that was actually trolling the rim, protecting the rim. You know,
You talk about the original Blake Griffin.
yeah,
The original Blake Griffin.
the original Live City. What I'm saying? Shoot, because he was. You know what I'm saying? I think there should be a little bit. And I'm not. If like I said, I love Vince Carter, Dominique. You know what I'm saying? Larry Nance, Dr. J. All of them. But Shawn Kemp was different. Rain Man was different. Okay, you know what I'm saying? With that vertical, and he was the only one that could make a reverse dunk seem powerful. Okay, I'm just saying. And he did a lot of that for the better part of a decade in Seattle.
Buddy.
And had a smooth game too. You know what I'm saying? That boy was fresh out of Indiana. And honestly, the first time I saw him was a video clip of a high school All-American game where he told Alonzo Mourning the new one. And shit, and I remember him telling the story about when Larry Bird first spoke to him, and Larry found out he had broken some of his records in Indiana, and then turned around and continued to drop 40 on him. Now, that just, what I'm saying, I wanted to, share my opinion on this, in-game dunker crown, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, Mr. Senator,
I didn't do it. Not this time.
we're gonna spin the block and turn the corner. Our Falcons in getting ready for the season. Our fan base has kind of sort of been on one for the last week or so. Just an announcement. The season is over.
Don't watch.
The season is over.
Watch.
Caleb Mcgary is on IR. His season is over. Falcons season is over. It's over because there's no Caleb Mcgary. That's the that's the trend. That's the going field. That is the mindset of this here fan base. Now, considering that the offensive line coach that we have and the other four guys, the other four stalemates, you know what I'm saying, that are on this offensive line. Now, and you know, given that Caleb and Chris Risson, who we run behind majority of the time, okay, you know what I'm saying? But to say that the season is over because McGarry is gone, I mean, Wilkinson has gotten the reps, most of the reps since then. We've made a move to get this guy out of Seattle. I can't think of his name at a particular moment, but
Michael Drew.
you know, Terry has always had a backup plan for everything. Always in every situation.
Yeah, guy's name Michael Drew.
Yeah, yeah. Um, like I said last week, I think we're going to be fine given that particular situation. I mean, our other four starters are in place, intact. I mean, all Wilkerson or Jarrell, whichever one is going to be, I think it's going to be Wilkerson. You're going to have to do just come in and do your job. You know, just try not to have any penalties. Block, roll somebody, pancake somebody, put a body on somebody, which we all know that Wilkerson can do because we've seen him play.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, it's not we're not in any trouble by no means. As far as you know, the long-term references. You know, all of these folks that have been talking this noise about this game, this week one game. Look, these Buccaneers are on a 3-game losing streak to Atlanta. Okay. Um, they're a little long in the tooth on defense up front and in their linebacker room. All right. I mean, as good as they were feeling to make some of the cuts that they made on the defensive side of the ball, I don't think that this is going to go the way a lot of the protagonists are wishing and looking for it to go. I think it'll be business as usual. I think the surprise in this game is going to be our defense. But I mean, from a roster perspective, I'm okay with what's going on and what has happened. You know, with the practice squad moves and some of the cuts that have been made. Some of the cuts I was not surprised. I predicted some of the cuts. Mike, what's your take?
As far as the cuts are concerned,
Yeah.
not a single surprise. Nope, not a single surprise. It went on. It went as I thought he would. Focus more so on the veterans. You know, that's just Raheem thing. I just don't. This is one of the main reasons why I don't trust him. He likes to portray like he likes to develop guys, but that's not what he wants. He wants guys that's already developed, and that's mostly a lot of the NFL alum that's been in the league 10 years plus. They don't care nothing about developing players. That's why Kobe Bryant was left out there to kind of sink and swim for a little bit. They end up signing him back to the practice squad, but like he should have never been. He should have never been on that waiver wire like that. It's just my opinion. Especially if you're trying to develop the way you say you are, and
Right.
then you end up losing a guy like that. They end up being a productive corner. Not saying that he's he's gonna be an elite corner, but like if you're really into developing talent, you don't let a lot of your young guys go and then lead them like Lenny Craig and all these other guys up for spots. So like Raheem still got to prove to me that he's wanting to develop because the Falcons are going to be a team to be reckoned with for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get rid of the old farm bitches on defense and stop. We got to just stop. We got to stop relying on veterans and rely on our abilities to develop.
Yeah, I mean, all the players started from somewhere. I mean, they didn't. A lot of these guys that were stars didn't come in the league as stars. They developed. I mean, when you player development is something that you cannot avoid. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you wish, but or don't have the patience for it. Player development is something that has to happen. You know, especially if you want a guy to be all pro, uh, you know, star, superstar, Hall of Fame type. That all that stuff comes from development.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, I mean, we have an abundance of talent on this team. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe in it or not, we have an abundance of talent on this team. It is looking and lining up to be where we're going to be able to be stable for a number of years, especially if Terry keeps doing his job the way he's doing it, because he's been doing his job to the chagrin of a lot of people. He has been doing his job. And y'all get mad about this, that, and the third. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, you can't get rid of Terry Fontenot because of coaching issues.
Oh,
You cannot hang the general manager out to dry because of coaching inabilities to handle certain situations. All right, this man name rings bells in the general manager community and in the scouting community. Okay, so all that I done knows about not getting this person. Your fantasy wants and needs matters a hill of beans in this perspective of this organization.
Once again, like I said before, your crying ain't gonna get us in no damn Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
There's not a section in the NFL playbook where you can go like you can on Madden and create a player. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. They have to work their way to being, what I'm saying, the players that they need to be. That means getting it done in practice. That means putting in the reps. Getting in the weight room, getting in the field room, learning your responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
getting the reps in, and then having a coach that has a vision that works for the cohesive unit as it stands. Which I think we have that in our offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. Now, don't get me wrong. Raheem has been doing some significantly head coaching type things over the last few weeks. Yeah, I hope he continues to trend in the right direction in the regular season. I hope he does. You know what I'm saying? Because I want this team to succeed, and not not in spite of him. You know what I'm saying? I want this team to succeed collectively, all of them together, all of them. you know. But you know, Caleb is he's on the he's on injury reserve, which means his season is done.
Mm.
We're moving forward. We have bodies in place, 5 of them to be exact. From Caleb Wilson to the guy we just traded for to our 3 Rickies. So I mean, we got things in place. I'm sorry if the names that are there that does not appease you, please you. It don't even fucking matter. Because if some of you was as good at this as you think you were, you would have an NFL job. But you don't. All right, you know what I'm saying? And half of you be coming through here with these fantasy football terms. If you don't sit your dumb ass down somewhere with that ignorant shit,
Mm-hmm.
just sit the fuck down and shut the entire hell up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that fantasy football really pisses me off.
Yeah.
It does. Because it has a chokehold on the game and it is just it's not a good thing to me. It really isn't. I mean, you know, these, you know what I'm saying? These small-minded fans just seem to not have an open mind, man.
Mm-hmm.
They have this thing where, okay, if it's a name, we should have it. Okay,
If
well,
it's
that
a name,
name
we
may
should
not
have
fit what
those
we're trying to do here. What'd you say, Mike?
If it's popular, we should have it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, popularity over substance. Popularity over, you know what I'm saying, being able to fit our scheme.
Right.
I mean, you know, y'all, there's a lot that goes into this game of football other than the damn name. Okay, there are a multitude of players across this league that I like and love, but I know some of those guys just would not fit here. You know, the only questionable roster move that I kind of like, what we got it, and I guess I mean, you know, I don't know, he might have been doing something in practice as to the reason why, you know, he escaped cuts. That's Bertrand.
Who?
JD Bertrand. Honestly, I was expecting him to get cut.
I mean, I think that's I don't think Raheem is qualified to talk about linebackers, to be honest. So I think that's why he stayed.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, Hannibal. Raheem has no defense.
That's why I think he stayed. I think that's the thing.
You know, well, we're gonna see. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I hope that the young man, you know, does something. You know, help. You know, help this team
Well, I
succeed.
definitely hope so.
You know, but I just based on what I saw or didn't see, I'm like, huh? He made the cut. Really? Okay, all right. You know, I mean, but we all have said it came coming down. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it came down to cuts, and you know what I'm saying, we always going to either have the raised eyebrow or the crooked up face, or something. Why? Or you know what I'm saying, of that nature. And it's
Mhm.
been just that, because that was one of them. you know, including Kobe. You know,
Yeah.
shoot. I mean, but hell, I wasn't surprised Helen made it because I knew he would. I kind of felt like he done enough to make the cut. Um, where do we stand as far as the number? Is the 53 full? Are we at the 53?
Yep. They're full.
Full now.
They just they just released it not too long ago.
Okay. Well, with that being said, 2 weeks from now, it's on.
Yep.
It's on. We can start talking. We can really start talking. You know what I'm saying? Bucks Falcons. And because, like I said a little while ago, they a little long in the tooth up front in that defense. A little long, just a little long. I mean, and then we're quite different. We're quite different, especially at the quarterback position. And on our defense, I think this game is going to be a lot different than the noise a lot of people are talking for week one.
Yep.
Yeah, Michael, could you tell us what you would verifiably be looking and be excited to see come week one?
Oh, like I said, I'm not focused on any players until I see what Raheem and his coaching staff do first. I really don't care
Mm,
because we're not gonna win games if we're doing the same dumb shit that we did last year.
facts.
You can keep up here. You keep saying, "Oh, player got to play." Yeah, they do, but we can't sit up here and look at motherfuckers walk out there with goddamn 9 fingers and 3 toes, and then expect them to play 100% and win games in key moments. Like coaches and trainers got to see that shit, and they got to make a executive decision to say this shit ain't happening. We lost way too many games out there, knowing damn young Way Cool leg was about to fall the fuck off.
Right out of the socket.
Mm-hmm. Everybody saw he was hurt. Everybody saw that Kirk was hurt.
That too. That all of that. I'm talking about
So I'm
he
focused
couldn't
on
even
the
throw the ball
coaching.
in the flat.
Mm-hmm. He wouldn't even waste no time but throwing the ball in the flat. That motherfucker saw the first guy in the flat open or somebody that was standing in front of him, he was throwing it to him. And that was Ray McLeod and Bijan Robinson and whoever was in the damn it was in the flat. He wasn't trying to throw the ball.
At all. I mean, but hey, Hannibal said Terry Fontenot and Raheem aren't intimidated by the type of aggressive players we need to win. We can pass the play calling off to coordinators. Well,
Well, newsflash, Raheem ain't never really called no plays in his career. That's
fact.
why it's like one of the first times he's done it full time was really with the Rams. You ever see a guy that's talented at playing play calls, just hand it over to everybody else consistently? Bill Belichick, when he had enough bullshit, he say, "Nah, give me that motherfucking pad."
Mm-hmm.
When you
Yep.
see when you see Sean Payton, when you see Andy Reid When they've had enough, they say, "Nah, give me this fucking pad. We struggling right now. Give me this shit."
Almost definitely. I mean, we're talking about guys that are prolific at calling plays. The Sean Payton, Andy Reid, as much as it might trigger some people. Um, Kyle Shanahan,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, Sean McVay. You know, these guys are good at what they do when it comes to that. I mean, that's why I said what I said about them Broncos. I was in the conversation the other day. Sean Payton is going to change life for Bo Nix. And we saw a lot of that on last season. Because what? Sean Payton is one of the better play callers in this league. Off
Man,
that
was
Bill
one of the
Parcells
first
tree.
one people said that Bo Nix was a first round pick. Everybody laughed at me. And then ta-da!
Mm-hmm.
Look at him now. How you like
And
me now?
he ended up in Sean Payton's hand. And I said then, that boy, he's gonna have a good start to his career because he got Sean Payton as a head coach and play caller. Then you add in his maturity. You know, that's a perfect mix for growth and success. That situation there. Xavier says Zach will have the offense ready. Albrecht will have the defense ready, but will Raheem set the tone for this team week one? Raheem needs to have these guys ready to run through Tampa. Raheem needs to stay his ass out the way.
Mm-hmm. Took the word right out of my mouth. Sit your goofy ass down.
We don't need Homer Simpson, Springfield, Massachusetts, up this damn game. That's just it. He need to let the coordinators coordinate and stay the fuck out the way. Bucks Trade Boat says going be shootout or low scoring game.
No.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be one of them type of games. You know, looking at the situation, this is not a game that Tampa is going to want to be down 10, 13 points. It's not going to go well. I think our defense is situated enough where, you know what I'm saying, we get off the field, you know what I'm saying, enough time and create turnovers. Which I think is going to be the biggest difference. This defense look like it's built to create turnovers. You know, and like I said, y'all defense is a little long in the tooth. Yeah, you big up front, but you're a little long in the tooth.
Yep.
You're a little long in the tooth. You know, there's a certain former Falcon in y'all linebacker room. You know, that was injury prone, and now he's long in the tooth as well. Okay. I'm just saying that him in the hole staring down the barrel of B. John Robinson, Barry Sanders 2.0, is not what you really gonna want.
Boy, he gonna be working your ass like you stole something.
And in given certain situations, a safety or a third or fourth cornerback or a linebacker on Bijan Robinson in any situation spells disaster.
Yep.
Look, that party ain't gonna. I don't think that party is not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. Is it? that party is not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. It really not. I mean, I'm just saying. Deion Jones played some good football while he was here, but in the 2-3 years since being here, he ain't made a whole lot of noise.
No.
I'm just saying he ain't made a whole lot of noise. Yeah, but I'm just saying in the two what 1 2 what has it been 3 years now since he been here? He has not done a whole lot. Well, he might be old man strong, but that ain't doing a whole lot when you got a guy that can move like Bijan. I'm just saying, y'all got some fossils on that defense.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
it's
got
only a
some
matter of
fossils
time.
on that
A
defense, and
lot of injuries and miles.
and two of them fossils are injury prone. All right, I'm just saying. There's a reason why y'all done lost 3 straight games to us. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah. Vita Vea is a big body, but he injury prone, bro. He injury prone. What 3 out of the last 4 years? He's missed time in some shape, form, or fashion. Whether it's a hamstring, a hip flexor, or a sprain, I'm just they might have should have took about 40 pounds off of him.
Yep.
I mean, I mean, okay, all right, but there, y'all, it's gonna be some matchup issues for y'all defense. I'm just saying, it's gonna be some matchup issues. Again, Bijan Robinson with a safety or your third or fourth cornerback or a linebacker. All right, good luck. Good luck with that. Good luck. Well, my policy is about if the wait no not quite. I almost forgot because I was making my business to do this. Unless you was under a rock, y'all saw the originator show on Monday. Um, uh, I want to say this out loud, and y'all can spread it around and let them know, and or share the show out, and let D Nasty know that he got nominated and won the Sports Tea Dummy of the Week award. Okay, by a landslide. Okay. You won that
Lonely,
shit by
lonely baby. Lonely, lonely baby.
Listen, in my K-style voice, how do you lie about not saying something when the lie is on the screen?
Right there in your face.
Hey, somebody, you hit sin on that stupid shit and then turn around and say, I didn't bring Desmond Ritter up. It's on the fucking screen. God, I'm just saying, you hit sin on that shit. You did. You know, it's just it is. Just don't hit sin. I mean, if you don't proofread or you don't think about the shit you say before you say it is cause for the effect of you being put under the microscope in front of the world and proven to be an idiot. Cause that's by far the most idiotic dumb shit I've ever seen and heard in my life. In my time as being a YouTuber, podcaster, a content creator, I just you know, and then didn't have the balls to come on and defend your shit.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you might ride this trophy out through the next couple of weeks just cause. Just cause. Man, I need a nap. Senator, y'all got anything going on tonight? Michael.
Lonely, lonely baby. Lonely, lonely baby.
Is the
You
heavy hitter going on tonight?
love. What? It
Is
is
the
something
heavy
going
hitters
on
going
tonight.
on
We got
tonight?
the heavy hitters. We got the heavy hitters. We are back to season preview. All right, before we get to it. So yeah, we got that going on tonight, 9 o'clock at the same time, same channel. So hit us up. Uh get ready after the show. We got a good 3 hours for the show.
Yeah.
So we good, man. The heavy hitters is back because of the NFL season is here.
Facts. Uh, you'll see this Krispy Kreme chicken eating motherfucker over here next to me.
Hey, hey, hey,
On,
hey, 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 hey. All right.
This is my young partner. If I'm on, he on too. So yeah.
You know my damn real name. Don't do that shit. Yeah, y'all know me
Yeah.
as the Young Knight, man. Don't pay this nigga
He,
no
he,
damn attention.
he's the young knight, aka
Nope.
Biscuit.
No damn biscuit shit.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all for joining. Everybody, uh, 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 uh Bucks, Xavier, ATL Leo, everybody saying Hannibal Black, appreciate you. Yeah, we gonna have that conversation, Hannibal. Falcon for Life, everybody, Sonya, everybody that joined. Well, again, Braves Report by Mrs. Styles. It is a thing. It is a segment. It is a fixture. It is happening. So you're gonna be able to get all things Braves. You know what I'm saying on the Wicked Win Sports T show. Um, that about covers everything. Again, stay tuned for the heavy hitters tonight. Be live and direct. Y'all tune in for that. You probably see me the next time Friday, Falcon Friday. Tune in for that. But hey, appreciate you for joining. I I love you. Can't make it move without you. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Tune in. Tell a friend. Share it out. Spread the word. I'm 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 um I am 8 away from 300. I'm 8 away from 300. Moving, moving and grooving, trying to grow this thing, man. And get monetized. You know what I'm saying? I'm past the halfway mark and moving. And I appreciate everybody for it. Look, you got to keep it got to keep it dirty, most noble. You got to keep it real with yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Let your next choice be your best choice. But the OG, the Knight, the Senator, Unholy Alliance. We out.